Now, up to this point, whenever we have talked about phrasing, we have really just talked about the slur lines that are supposed to connect the notes. And before we have said that that's the same as a musical sentence or a musical idea. But in many pieces, especially when you have very short phrases, as in this one, the phrase markings or the slur markings really just serve to tell you when to connect the notes or how to play the notes. It doesn't really show you where the real musical idea is. In a piece like this where there's so many short, especially like here, there are many 3-note phrases, really the real musical idea takes up like 3 slurs at a time in reality. Now I'm going to move the camera to the music and point some things out. Alright, so in reality it is your first, it's really these first 3 measures, right? Or I'm sorry, first 3 phrases right here. That is your real, true first phrase. Because as we play it, we hear da-da, it's stepping up. And then we can build even more because it steps up again. And then we can taper back down because it steps back down. So you can form your dynamics in your phrasing and how to really interpret a piece based on where the notes are going, if they're going up or down. So that is really your first phrase. Alright, then this next phrase is this single note, the single long note, and then this phrase, this second phrase, and this third phrase, because everything is stepping down. So we start off strong again, and we taper as we step back down. So this first A section is really only 2 phrases. And then of course the next section is going to be the same, just different dynamic. Okay, let me do that again because I didn't build enough. Let's try this again. Building up to D, then up to E, back down to D, and then we're gonna start strong but then taper back down because we keep stepping on down. Alright, now this next section, your forte section, is a little bit different. It's like you have a really long breath with this quarter note, and then another really long breath with this C, and then you taper on down as you step down. So once again, that's like breath, 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 da, Okay, now, and then the next section, your piano section, it works the same way. It's the same notes, it's just piano this time, but it still works like breath, breath, ya. Alright. And then the last section, of course, is the same as the beginning. So that is really how you look at big phrases. And remember in the 14 piano section is to take those breaths. Alright, so so go ahead and stop the movie and practice making it sound like the big phrases, not just the little ones.